Thank you, Kinsta. Obviously, all of this that we talked today wouldn't be possible without the help of Kinsta, which does help me, dedicate the time and energy to this without having to worry about losing this time for more important things.
Exactly.
So yeah, a big thank you for Kinsta for having sponsored me this season, and thank you for keeping the sponsorship alive. And I hope to do even more next year.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another Kinsta Talks episode. My name is Marcel Bootsman, and I'm the Partnerships and Community Manager at EMEA for Kinsta. And today, again, we have in the call Carlos Moreira. Hey Carlos, how are you doing?
Hi Marcel, all good? All good, happy? Tired but happy, yeah.
Good, tired but happy. We've met a few times briefly in Krakow for WordCamp Europe.
Yeah,
And
very briefly. Always busy, each one of us,
that's
yeah.
what happens. We were all busy, and if you
Yeah.
don't block stuff in your agenda, things are going to be brief conversations. But it was very valuable, although brief. Very happy to have met you finally instead of just talking to you through a screen.
Likewise.
And today I just want to chat with you about some previous events you attended, where you volunteered, where you organized, because that's something you really love to do, and that's why we sponsor you at Kinsta, to contribute to organizing great events in the WordPress community. So I want to start with the Checkout Summit, which was on Sicily. I don't have the date anymore in my head, but people can Google that if they want. Maybe you know it.
It was in the end of April.
Yes.
Yeah.
End of
Palermo.
April. Tell me about that. How was that?
It was really good. It was, the first event, the first Checkout Summit, all organized by Rodolfo. He did an amazing job. We were just around 100 people. I applied as a volunteer, and I volunteered at the event. And it's a bit different from all of the standard WordCamps. This was really focused on the WooCommerce e-commerce side, and it was great. All of the 100 people there, they had something to tell, an opinion. All the conversations were very were special and with good content, and the talks were really good. Also, there was only one track, so everyone was always on the same track, and then there were a lot of social moments during the event. We were all staying at the hotel, so it was quite an intense 2 days, very valuable in my opinion, and it went super great. The location was great. Sicily is an amazing destination, which I recommend, and Rodolfo confirmed he's gonna do it next year, so I hope to be there next year also. The WooCommerce space community is also very active, is in good health. We talked about Shopify also, how things are changing. I think the right conversations were taking place, AI, etc. So it was
Of course.
a really good experience. And I tried to contribute a little bit. I volunteered, just doing small things, helping with the check-in, airport transfers, and stuff like that. Because Rodolfo did an amazing job of organizing all the rest.
Yeah, I heard stories. I saw posts on LinkedIn passing by, and I read those and saw a lot of positive sounds, or basically only positive sounds about this event. Absolute respect to Rodolfo for organizing this all by himself, and with the help of two volunteers, make this event a success. Thinking about the WooCommerce, is it something that you envision and seeing a bit more, that we get more of these specialized WordPress events?
Yeah, absolutely. I do think that focused events are welcome, and we need more of these for the WooCommerce. And we organized a similar one. We organized e-commerce day for WordPress back in November, but the target audience was different. Was more like the users, implementers, and there on Checkout Summit were more like agencies, plugin owners, product owners, and they don't invalidate each other. Different targets, although it might seem that the topic is the same. And yeah, also in Portugal, we're organizing WordPress Day for AI, because in October in the south of Portugal, and in Spain they're doing the same, WordPress Day for AI. And I do think that it's interesting to see all these also independent events outside of the WordPress Central, and that they do well. Also, I think it's important that these kind of events also flourish, and it just for the community it's important. And the WooCommerce community does deserve its own event,
Yeah,
focused event. So the right people were there. The conversations were really good.
that's good to hear. Yeah, I've been reading some stuff about a decline of WordPress market share, although very small. In absolute numbers, WordPress is still growing, but I really think that having these specialized or focused WordPress events really helps to get the right people together instead of all these people together and all specialties, like at a WordCamp Europe, because although very valuable, I think the smaller WordCamps, the focused events or focused WordCamps, how you want to call them, are really valuable to get these people in the same room, to get to talk about strategy, about the future, and those kind of things. So yeah, I think it's really valuable, and it's great to hear
Yeah,
that
we
these
had
are there.
people from the WooCommerce team there,
Yeah,
from Automatic and other sponsored contributors there also. So the conversations were like, "Oh, I have this problem," and someone from Woo was, "Okay, we're gonna look into it and give it priority." So
exactly.
getting those people together is really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. I can totally understand that, and I'm happy to see that that is happening because there's a lot of competition out there for not just for WordPress, but for WooCommerce, for all other stuff that is happening with AI. It can do a lot. People think it can do everything, but in the end, might understand that you might need something else to manage your complex website and
I
customized
agree.
website.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, as I said, I'm really happy to see these things are happening. Happy to hear also that Rodolfo has said that he's going to organize a next one for next year. Really happy to see if we can help out at Kinsta to see if we can and want to be a sponsor and have some people attend there. But I have to get back to Rodolfo on that. And if Rodolfo sees this video and thinks, "Hey, we haven't been in contact yet," Rodolfo, reach out to me, please. This is my reminder. So. All right, so that was Checkout Summit. Also very nice to hear that you just couldn't resist volunteering at that event also, and it's
Yeah.
really good to see that you've been helping out Rodolfo there. So thanks for your contributions there as well. The other event you went to and organized was WordCamp Portugal.
Yeah,
Can you
it's
tell me a little bit more about that and the
it's like
audience?
a celebration of the local WordPress community, and I think the Portuguese community is in very good health. We gathered around 250 people here in Porto, and the turnout was great. Everyone was happy. It went really well. My role on the organization team was focused on the community day, so the traditional contributor day, which we rebranded to community day, and I think it went really well. We had a limit of 100 people, and 110 showed up. It
Wow.
was like everyone was very interested, and a big chunk of them were there for the first time, and we had tables around the specific topics instead of like the contribution tables. We had around different topics. The new people could just come in, sit, and talk about that topic. It was like agencies, freelancing, I design. So it was easier for them to get on board and get to know the community.
Okay.
And then in the afternoon, we did like a forum of the local Portuguese community where, since everyone is here, let's just talk. What can we do better? What can we improve? What shall we do? And we decided we're gonna do two events next year. So the WordPress Day for AI and another WordCamp Portugal in Lisbon. And so it's great to get all the community together, bring new people, and then we did translate some of these attendees for the first time. They did come to the meetup the couple of weeks later. So that's also what we want and what we're working towards to. So yeah, it was a big celebration of the Portuguese community. We had great
Nice.
talks. Everyone was happy. A really nice and simple after party. It was, yeah. And our lead organizer, Carolina, she's 7 or 8 months pregnant. So it was also like a highlight. Like, I hope she remembers this. She was leading the WordCamp while,
Yeah, exactly.
being pregnant. And it was really also great to see her on stage and leading the
Yeah,
WordCamp.
absolutely. It's a good how do you say that? A good moment to realize what you're doing and also to realize that you're going to be out of contributing because of maternity leave. Focus on the new life that you are going to bring into this world, and yeah, really happy to see that happening. I have one question about the contributor day you did, or the contribution thing you did. You told me that there were a lot of new people attending that. What would you say was the main, how you say that, the main driver for these people to show up at this contributor day, and did they know what to do?
They came out of curiosity, most of them. Like they see it's a 2-day event, although we do say it's a community day. This is what we're gonna do, and they come because we tried also different ways of advertisement. We had like Instagram ad advertisement, and we have an ad on TV, which we usually have every year. The national TV allows us to have, and they came for the first time. They work with WordPress, but maybe for some reason they never really knew that there was a WordCamp or WordPress specific event.
Yeah,
And yeah, they come out of curiosity, and at least the entry barrier on the first day, even if you arrive alone, you can sit on a table. There's conversation going, and you already make connections with the people on the table.
yes,
The next day you already know people, you can continue the conversation. So yeah, they come out of curiosity, they stay for the connections and friendships, hopefully.
absolutely. Yeah.
And I guess hopefully they understand the value that there is in showing up to these kinds of events.
Yeah, yeah. I think that the showing up part is for a lot of people, even especially when you arrive alone at a WordCamp or at a community day, like you said, it's very hard to well. I speak from experience. I started off alone as well, and just decided I need to go to this event because, hey, it's WordPress. I'm working with this. I want to know who's working with it, what's happening in the community. And then you basically enter the venue and you're being pulled in, not by force, you're being pulled in by all kinds of conversations about WordPress, about the team, about contributing to WordPress. And it was so warming. And I can feel that the people that were there for the first time here at WordCamp Portugal, that they really had the same feeling, that they arrived there, they're being welcomed, they're being included in the conversations instead of excluded, and only, people that know each other talk about the topic and then think, hey, someone new, but hey, no, we're talking here. No, open
Yeah,
up, invite these people. They might have new
yeah. That
ideas,
was
new ways of working, and it's all valuable. And really great to hear that, and absolutely really great to hear that so many new people also attended
yeah.
WordCamp Portugal.
We had people from companies, like from marketing department of companies, coming in, and they were like, "Oh, I'm really happy I'm here. I wish my other developers from the company also came, but they hadn't because their bosses. Maybe next year, so next year, all of you should come."
Yeah,
We had a couple of conversations like this. So yeah, I hope hopefully next year everyone will show up again and bring
that
even
is
more friends.
absolutely, yeah, it's absolutely great to hear the positivism, the happiness about the people that attended. Absolutely great. And so WordCamp Portugal is going to be next year. It's going to be organized. This year was in Porto, so next year it's going to be in Lisbon.
Yeah, things are already moving. We're
Good.
hunting for the venue, traveling to Lisbon on a couple of days
Okay.
to do some venue hunting. So yeah, things don't
Cool.
stop.
No, no,
Things are
no.
in
That is
motion
what it
for
is.
next year.
Yes. So no date yet. As soon as the venue is secured, then you will communicate a date. And
Correct. It should be in
for the
May,
people
around May. We do have
somewhere in
WordCamp
May.
Europe late in May next year,
Yes.
which
Yes.
we might have to change a bit our plan, but yeah, it should be early middle May. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. Maybe it's even handy to just connect WordCamp Portugal to
Yeah,
WordCamp Europe afterwards, because
there's
Malaga, Lisbon.
yeah. There's talks about it. There's different
Yes.
opinions if we should do it the weekend before or it's dangerous because. But I think my opinion is like our focus should be the local community.
Yes. Absolutely.
So even if it's close or far, maybe there's a few people from abroad that come, and we're happy to welcome everyone.
Sure.
Half
Yeah.
of our schedule is in English because of the
Yes.
local communities. Also, some of the local community doesn't speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
We welcome everyone. So yeah, there's different strategies of having it closer to the WordCamp Europe or further away, but whatever.
I can imagine. As soon as things have been decided about the date, people can see this on WordCamp.org and see all the scheduled WordCamps there, and subscribe for news for any announcements that will be made. So yeah, very happy to see that progressing. And we were talking about WordCamp Europe, which is going to be in Malaga next year.
Yeah.
But this year we were in Krakow, and that's where we finally met Carlos, and it was really really nice. You were in the volunteer team, in the organizing team as well, managing volunteers. So tell me, what's your big take on WordCamp Europe? What are your thoughts?
I think It was one of the most tiring but fulfilling WordCamps I had. I think it was one of the best. Was one of the most tiring because I was on duty all the time. You also barely saw me. I was on the headquarters all the time, managing the volunteers and like solving little problems that no one else sees, but
No,
the
we haven't
organizers
seen
see.
anything.
That's great. That's great. And then the side events, they were great. The venue was good. The after party venue was amazing. The
Was.
event, I only saw 2 talks, which one was yours and Mika. So, because I went on, there was a volunteer missing on guard duty on your track, so I will go.
Good.
And I was there. It was
Thank you for
really
visiting my
good and
talk.
important talk. Yeah, it was really a great topic and a very important topic to be covered. So yeah, we managed. We had more than 100 volunteers. The usual hiccups, some didn't show up, and then we had move people around. Just
Yes.
it happens every year, but it's
Yeah.
our job to make sure everything runs smoothly. We had some very good and willing and available volunteers. My co-organizers were really great to work with them. We had Estella was on my team, Nemanja, Sama, Shadash,
Yep.
Valerie, and Celie. Big shout out to them because it was great working with them on this year's WordCamp Europe.
Great.
Yeah, and getting ready for next year slowly. The
Getting,
call
yeah,
for
that's
organizers, call for organizers is open. If anyone is seeing this and feels like they can contribute, call for organizers is open, and I already applied. And let's see, let's make it happen next year. Yeah,
let's see, let's make it happen. If people are watching and they want to consider organizing as well, do these people need any organizing experience?
it's not mandatory, so you can apply without any experience. It does help to have maybe volunteered
Sure.
on a local WordCamp or organize a local WordCamp. It does help, but it's not mandatory.
That's good to know. So if you are interested in organizing and joining the team and having a role in the organizing team, which I can absolutely recommend if you want to expand your WordPress network and you want to know more people, join the organizing team for even as a volunteer. You get to meet so many new people, and it's so valuable to connect with all these people. And again, thank you, Carlos, for visiting my talk. I keep hearing positive remarks to my talk. I'll put a link in the description here as well, so people can see my talk. And I was dead nervous. I don't know why that was. Maybe it was the first time. It was the first time that I wanted to do a talk without all kinds of sheets and slides to support my talk, but instead just keep one slide and
One slide,
have people listen to my talk. So I had to rehearse. So I think maybe I was a little bit nervous because of that, but in the end, I watched myself do the talk, which I absolutely hate doing. But for learning about what can I do better next time, it was really great. Yeah, and again, very happy with all the responses I get to this. Did you went to the after party as well?
I did. Yeah, it
Good.
was.
I really enjoyed that, the whole scene there, the different location at the after party, not just one big room with loud noises and loud music,
Yes,
which
yes, yes.
some of us definitely can enjoy, but there's also people, and I'm one of those. I like some loud music, but then sometimes I like to be in an area where I can just chat with people without
Yeah,
breaking my voice. That was really good. The food was good, drinks were good. Well, the people were the best,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
and yeah, it was
I
a great
agree.
experience.
It was one of the best, if not the best, after party venue since I've been attending since 2009, Berlin, 2019,
Yes,
WordCamp Europe. And
yes,
for me, this was the same. I was jumping between doing karaoke with the Portuguese crowd, back to a silent room to have proper conversations,
exactly. Yeah,
outside for some fresh air, eating.
yes,
I was really good to have all these options. Yeah.
yeah, it was really great. Yeah, absolutely. Props to the organizing team and for the event team
Yes,
that
yes,
that
huge
made
props. Yeah.
this all happen and made it all fit into budget as well, because that's also a challenge, I
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
So wow, these were some big events, lots of traveling, lots of energy that has been used. And you said in the beginning of this talk that you've almost recovered from WordCamp Europe. I feel the same way. It takes so much energy, and especially when, I had my talk, I was at the Kinsta booth as well. So I had side events. So basically we were working from 7 a.m. until 1, 2 a.m. and then 3 days in a row. So yeah, I catched some more sleep here when I got home than I
Yeah.
used to, but yeah, getting good. So really looking forward to seeing new events pop up like the WP Day for AI, and WordCamp Portugal in Lisbon, of course, next year. Checkout Summit would be something interesting to see what's going to be the developments there. Is there going to be a single track as well, same as this year? Maybe Rodolfo wants it to be even bigger, or maybe he wants to just limit it to what
I
it
think
was
there's a
now.
benefit. There's a benefit to keeping it small. Well, let's see.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally agree. So, yeah, absolutely happy with hearing all these positive things about the events around WordPress. And I want to thank you for your contributions. We're going to keep sponsoring you. So we're
Thank you,
very happy to
Marcel.
do that. And
Thank you,
yeah,
Kinsta. Obviously, all of this that we talked today wouldn't be possible without the help of Kinsta, which does help me, dedicate the time and energy to this without having to worry about losing this time for more important things.
exactly.
So yeah, a big thank you for Kinsta for having sponsored me this season, and thank you for keeping the sponsorship alive. And I hope to do even more next year. I will do the same and more, and yeah, trying to bring the community together. Yeah,
Absolutely. Well, you're very welcome, Carlos. And I want to thank you again for your time today and speak to you soon.
let's keep in touch. Yes,
Let's keep
thank
in
you,
touch.
Marcel.
All right. Bye bye.
Cheers.